Well, hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing good again. I was going to talk to you about the United States HF band plans. Let me straighten this camera up here on this tripod. I'm going to start off on HF 10 meter band. That used to be called the old novice band, 28.3 to 28.5. I'm going to go to AM where I can tune a lot faster here. You get 28.3 to 28.5 with a novice, and I believe you're allowed to run, it's a technician mainly now. Most of your novices are died out. I don't know if there's any still novice class around or not. They're not allowed to get on 2 meters. They're just allowed this 28.3 to 28.5, 10 meters and 220 megahertz. And I don't know if they get anything else or not. I know they don't get 2 meters or 440 or 6 meters. But now it's more or less technician class and general. But see, you're only allowed to run 200 watts if you're a technician, right? Between 300 and 500, no more than 200 watts. And above 28.5 is the general portion, which it goes all the way up. The sideband goes from 28.3 to 2900. Then you got AM 29.100 to 200. 2900 to 29.200. Right around there is your AM window for ancient modulation, I call. And then you got some satellites around 400, and 500 is your FM simplex, and 600 is your FM calling frequency. Then you got 29.62, you got 6.4, 6.6, and 6.8 for US repeaters. 29.52 is the input of 29.62. And 29.54 is the input of 29.64. And 29.66 and 29.56 is the input of 6.6. Then you got 29.68 for the input of 29.68. So you got 5.8. It's down to 500. And it goes all the way up to 29.700. And then, let's see here. Well, on, I believe it's 24.930. If I'm mistaken, 24.930 to 24.999. Just right below, about 999, right in there. Upper sideband only. You get a little slice. It's called 12 meter warp band. You get on the bands, on the extra portion, you get 21.200 to 21.225, and 21.225 to 21.275 is your advanced portion, which most people don't use. They ain't that many. They are still a few advances, but there's more extras now. No more generals and extras. And 21.275 to 21.450 is your general. Now that's 15 meters. I'm not going to go in on CW. I don't fool with CW that much. I'm just mainly concentrating on the sideband and AM, which there's not that much AM on 15. So again, 21.200 to 21.450 is your voice for amateur, X3, advanced class, and general. Then you got 17 meters. Let me turn this down here. You got 17 meters, another warp band. 18.110 to 18, I believe it's 165. 18, 165 or 168. Summer's ran through. I don't get on 17 much. I've been on 17, but it's been a long time. And then you got 20 meters. You got 14, 150 to 14, 175. 14, 150 to 175 is amateur extra. 175 to 14, 225 is amateur advance. But you got a bunch of elbow room between 14, 150 and 14, 225 to work DX on 20 meters. And 14, 225 to 14, 350 is the general portion on 20 meters. And then you got, well, I'm not going to use 30 because 30, you ain't got no voice on 30. So I'm not going to count 30. I'm not going to count 10 megahertz. You got on the extra and advance, they're both together for some odd reason. I don't know why. But 7.125. Let me cut down this other radio. On the 40 meters, 7.128 to 7.175 is amateur extra and amateur advance. They're combined together, and I don't know why. It's kind of odd, and I never have figured out why they done that. They separate them everywhere else. And then, let's see here. You got 7. Well, I talk on 7.128. I don't go no lower than that because you got to allow. For a lower sideband, you got to allow for 2.5 kcs, especially if you're running an amp. I'll leave about 3 or 4 kcs running the amp. You know, I don't want to get into the CW portion. But 175 is your general to 7.300. 7.300. So you got 7.128. Extra in advance to 7.175, 7.175 to 7.300 is amateur general class. And your next band, which my radio's got channels.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. I heard it just for a touch.
Okay, somebody's on channel 1, but you got channel 1. You got, let me, hang on just a second. Go over here to memories,
and
you got channel 2, 3, 4, 5. That's you can be a general, you can be advanced, you can be amateur extra, and you got 5 channels of CW, which I don't use CW much, but this is your voice.
Like you said, you don't have to worry about somebody moving in on top of you there. But there's usually a group in here. I don't know, me and Tony was in here talking earlier, and Roger, I don't know if they're still on here or not. I think Tony went to eat, and Roger went outside to fill the water.
But anyway, I wanted to show 60 meters. The next band is, let's see here, let me get out of memory here. Is the next band is 75/80 meters. Most people call it 75, some people call it 80. You can call it down in here 3600 to 3700. I guess you could call that 80 meters. Down below 3600 is CW. I don't go no lower than 36030. I allow 3 kcs. I do allow 3 kcs because I don't want to go down into the CW portion. No matter if I am amateur extra, I don't want to go out of band. But anyway, you go up to 3700. Let me get up here. That's advance. Which extra can use advance, extra can use the general. But you got, between the extra and the general, you got 200 kcs right here. And 3790 3790 to 3800. Right in here is your DX window. That's really, I worked in 90-something countries, which they ain't all confirmed because of the postage. It's too darn high anymore. But right in here is your DX window. And then 38030 is your general. Well, 3800, but you got to allow for lower sideband. So anyway, all the way up to 4 megs is your general. And you get all this right here. That's 200 kilohertz. You get all this right here if you're extra. That's another 200 kilohertz. So if you're amateur extra, you gain 400 kilohertz compared to 200 kilohertz. The next and last band is called top band. Top band, they is, let's see, it's general, extra, advanced, extra, and general combined. And right in here is your CW. I try not to get no lower than 1860 because you got CW down in here. 1860 to 2 megahertz. That's your top band, 160 meters. So anyway, that's the HF that's the HF US band plans. If I can quit stuttering, I'll be alright. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. And I know there's some ham bands down in Longway, but I don't know nothing about them, and I don't fool with them. You'd have to have 10,000 feet of water to get down on Longway, and I don't have that kind of real estate or water. Might have the real estate, but I don't have that kind of water. Water's not cheap anymore. But also on 160, you got some AM on different frequencies. You got some AM on 75 and 40 and 20, but that's about it on AM. Most of it's SSB, which your 160s LSB, your 7580s LSB, your 60 because of the military is USB, your 40s LSB, your 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10s USB, even your 6 meter and 2 meters and 432s USB. But that's not HF, that's not talking about HF, that's talking about a different, that's talking about VHF, UHF there. That's for another day. So, anyway, I hope everybody likes this video. 73 from KU4 BFG.